My God, my gorgeous Capricorn, when it comes to numerology, your number is number 449, which simply means that, oh my God, as of this stage, from this point onwards, it is absolutely enough when it comes to some kind of contemplation. You have been contemplating what are you going to do as your next step. Now this is coming to an end. Maybe you didn't even realize that you were contemplating what you are actually going to do as your next step. Maybe you were doing this subconsciously, and maybe you were stuck in this mode where you were contemplating without even realizing. Do you know what I mean? But now what is actually going to take place when it comes to this week, you will know that finally this contemplation, it's actually going to come to an end. And to be quite honest with you, it is all going to take place right at the beginning of this week. Right at the beginning of this week, you are going to have such an important news, such an important information, which is going to make you feel so happy. And this information, it's going to be based on you kind of knowing and understanding that, as you know, from this moment onwards, financially, you are going to be absolutely fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. And it's not only that, based on this news and based on this information, you're also going to have this great sense of urgency to do something about this contemplation, something that you have contemplating as your next step. Do you understand? Now this is where the big mama comes in, because it's not only about this positive information when it comes to your money, when it comes to your finances, but it's also about, it's not only about you being so happy and excited. On one hand, you're going to be able to chill out. On one hand, you're going to be able to relax, because lately you were worrying, about quite a lot of things actually connected to this particular issue. So not only you're going to have this positive news when it comes to your money and when it comes to your finances, but also at the same time, the reason why you're going to feel so happy is because now you're instantly going to be reminded of this contemplation that I'm talking about, something that you have been contemplating for a while as your next step, something that you were contemplating for a while as what is going to be your next big step, but you weren't able to do this or you weren't able to take this seriously because your financial situation wasn't allowing you for whichever reason. Okay, so now you're instantly, so you're going to be happy when you have this message and information about your finances. Most certainly from this moment onwards, your financial situation is going to greatly improve, and you're instantly going to be reminded of, oh my God, now I'm going to be able to make this big step. Now I'm going to be able to make this big move. Do you see what I mean? And it's to do with something that you have been contemplating for absolute ages. It's to do with your next step. Okay, only now you will be able to do this. This has been delayed for a while for a reason, because again, you have been going through certain experiences in this time in between, and these experiences, oh my God, they're more important than you can possibly imagine. Even if they were bad, even if they were dark, even if they were negative, even if they were annoying, you needed to go through this, what you just went through, my gorgeous Capricornius, because only now you're gonna be able to take this on. Only now you're gonna be able to take this seriously when it comes to this contemplation that you're instantly going to be reminded of when it comes to the next big step you are going to make. You have no idea what is about to happen to you. You have no idea, and it's going to be good. With that step that you are going to decide to make when it comes to your future, when it comes to something you wanted to do for ages, when it comes to this big contemplation, this next big step that you are going to right now be able to make, at the same time you are really kind of, the moment in time you take this very, very seriously, you don't even need to make that step just yet, really, but you're going to. But the moment you take this very seriously, even before you make this particular step, you are taking charge of your life. You are doing what you should be doing. You are greatly going to protect yourself so much, and you are greatly going to protect your energy as well. And you are still right at the beginning of this week. You know, there is a festival. You're going to be exploring something. You're going to be finding out more about something. It's to do with what you were contemplating that you're able to do right now. It's important to take your time. There is some kind of exploration you're going to need to have. You're going to need to find out a little bit more before you make this step. So please don't rush, because whether you want to rush or not, you're still going to make that step right at around the beginning of this week. But first of all, there is something that you're going to need to find out more about. There is something that you're going to need to kind of explore a little bit more. And after that, there is something really specific you are going to do. You're going to be talking to somebody rather official, rather important, rather serious. And after you speak to this person, after you have this conversation, there is such an important step that you're going to make. And the moment in time you make this step, my gorgeous Capricornius, at that moment in time, something really beautiful is about to begin. Something really beautiful is about to start. This adventure has been waiting for you for a very, very long time. From this moment onwards, your life is beautifully going to change. Slowly but surely, you're going to realize your purpose in this life, your purpose in this journey. And I'm not saying that you didn't realize your purpose in this life, your purpose on this spiritual journey before. And you know, because we can have so many. It's not necessarily only one purpose that we have. You're deep, you're fabulous, you're amazing, you're intelligent, you're spiritual. Of course that you've got more than one purpose in this life, for sure. So that's why I'm saying that you are going to, not only this is going to be the beginning of such a beautiful adventure, such a beautiful start here, oh my God, but you're also kind of going to, you're going to kind of find your new purpose in this life through this. And the next few months are going to be so interesting, my gorgeous Capricornius. My goodness, this is such a beautiful time of your own awakening. If there was any more important time ever for you to open your mind and for you to come out of your comfort zone, my God, it is indeed right now. You need to trust me. And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, you know, God, something, I don't know how to say this because there is no other way of saying this, but somebody in your life is just going to have a little bit of a negative experience at around the beginning of this week. Something negative is going to happen to somebody in your life. Please don't get worried. It's nothing too dark. It's nothing too negative. It's nothing scary, but it's more like, oh God, something is going to happen in such a way where that person is going to be blown away because something is going to come to an abrupt end, my gorgeous Capricornius. And I just need you to, and you're going to become aware of this. It's to do with somebody very close to you, somebody very important to you, somebody who means to you so much. If this person is happy, you are happy. If this person is sad, you are sad. Do you know what I mean? Somebody whom you are extremely connected to, with. You're extremely connected to this person indeed. So the moment in time you find out that something is going to happen to that person, something is going to come to an abrupt end, something is going to affect this person's life, their energy, their balance a little bit. And as soon as you hear about it, please do me a favor, give them a phone call, go and talk to them, my gorgeous Capricornius, go and talk to them, do me a favor, please. It's just so important because you will know instantly what to do. You will know instantly how to help this person. And I'm not saying that that person is not going to be able to kind of help themselves, but seriously, your input is going to be ever so important. I don't know, I think it's a lot to do with your experience, your life, the things that you've been through when it comes to your life. You're very wise, you're very smart, and your input is going to be more important than you can imagine, because that person is going to be dealing with some kind of a problem. That person is going to be dealing with some kind of an issue. Do you understand what I mean? So it is kind of deeper than what am I saying right now. There is going to be an issue, and there is going to be this problem that this person is going to be left with to deal with. Okay, that's the bottom line. This person is going to be left with a certain problem to deal with, which is rather heavy and rather annoying and rather uncomfortable. And you will not only have an answer to this problem, but you are going to have like quite a few possibilities to suggest to this person. Okay, truly, because you're so wise, you're so clever, and you're so experienced as well, my gorgeous Capricornius, and you're going to do something so beautiful, and this in itself is going to help this person, and this is going to help you as well, and this is going to bring you this situation, it's going to bring you even closer together. Absolutely brilliant. By the time you get to the meat part of this week, do you know what, this is like getting even weirder, but weirder, do you know what I mean when I say this? Like, it's someone is really going to be a little bit rude to you sorry, at around the midweek. Somebody's going to be a little bit, not necessarily rude, but extremely inconsiderate and extremely annoying when it comes to you talking about your vision in life. You know, you're going to be so serious and you're going to be talking about your vision in life, blah, 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 and things like that. And somebody's just going to be so inconsiderate and somebody's going to be so rude about it. And be grateful that this person actually acted in this particular way. Sometimes this is all we need for us to happen in order to act in a certain way. Do you know, it's so difficult to explain, but you're going to find this very annoying, that this person is going to be really inconsidering. You're going to find this really irritating, the way this person is going to respond to you when you talk about your vision. And actually, all this energy is going to work in your favor. Being irritated and being negative and being annoyed, okay, these are like kind of like a really negative energies that we go through, but it doesn't mean that it needs to that it's going to end up being negative. You're going to be able to manipulate this energy in your favor, my gorgeous Capricornius. And I know that this sounds really crazy, but the way you're going to be able to manipulate this energy into your favor is only because, just because this person has found this so annoying, your vision, just because this person irritated you so much, this is going to give you this vavavoom-ish energy. You know, you're going to feel like, you know what, this is going to make you feel strong, this is going to make you feel powerful, this is going to make you feel daring. And these energies that you're going to feel in the first place, that are going to make you feel annoying, you know, when it comes to it, you know, very like almost instantly they are going to be working in your favor, because you're going to feel like, well, you know what, now I'm even more daring to do that. You're going to reconnect with yourself and you will want to prove your point to this particular person. And guess what, a new door is about to open here, because there is something really specific you are going to do. There is an important decision you're going to make. There is an important commitment you're going to make when it comes to this vision. There is an important commitment you're going to make, and I can tell you that in about 4 weeks time you are going to have an opportunity based on this, which is going to change your entire life, my gorgeous Capricornius. There is no doubt about it whatsoever. You see where all this is going to be guiding you, like, oh my God. And also when it comes to the midweek, you are going to have a really beautiful spiritual experience. Oh my God, you're going to have such a beautiful spiritual experience when it comes to the midweek. And I know that you're going to be reminded of your childhood, you're going to be reminded of your past, and now you're going to also start to realize what's missing in your life big time. What's missing in your life big time. You will take this aspect of your life, you will take this element of your life very, very seriously. By the time you get to the last part of this week, it really is to do with this person, somebody very, very intelligent. You know, it's a female person, somebody extremely smart, somebody extremely intelligent. I can see that this woman is thinking like all the time. I really love her because she's very intelligent and she's really nice with people. this particular person that I'm seeing, she's very intelligent, she's really nice with people, she loves life in general, she loves animals, she even loves insects, she understands everything, she understands life from a completely different angle, somebody very, very smart. And I know that you see this woman like a very, very intelligent. I know you see this woman as like a really intelligent, and this particular woman is going to give you such a brilliant idea. This woman is going to give you such a brilliant idea when it comes to your talent, you know, when it comes to your inspiration, you know, and this in itself, it's something that I think that you should take very, very seriously, my gorgeous Capricornius, because this in itself, it's going to be leading towards you really understanding that now it's time to kind of, you know, this particular idea is to do with your inspiration, but this particular idea, it's also to do with something that comes naturally to you, something that you're so talented about, and something that you really enjoy doing. Do you know what I mean? Something that you're so talented about, something that you know that you're good at, you know, when it comes to this, and you knew this all along. But now it's time, you know, like to take this on the next level, and it's about you connecting with people who are doing the similar type of thing. Maybe you're going to start considering some kind of classes or whatever this is, but I can see you like really very soon after that, you know, having such a positive experience, being surrounded with like a like-minded souls, you know, doing similar things, where you're going to be expressing yourself on a, and this is the right time for you to do this. Not only you're going to be enjoying yourself, this is going to make you spiritually extremely powerful. This is going to make you feel extremely intuitive. If this is going to make you feel so strong, you know, you are going to feel so sure of yourself, but in the best possible way, especially when it comes to gaining so much confidence in life in general. Otherwise you wouldn't gain. You will get this through this particular path, but also at the same time, somebody beautiful is about to walk into your life. When it comes to this particular journey, my God, so much is going to be going on here. Somebody really beautiful it's about to walk into your path, you know, through this particular journey, who is just going to make your life so much more colorful, so much more colorful. And when you meet this beautiful person, somebody extremely spiritual, and somebody who is also talented, you know, for like a similar thing like you are, for example, just remember, you are going to be connecting with like-minded souls. So there is so much that you're going to be able to learn from each other, you know, and through that person you're also going to realize you're going to brush up on other elements when it comes to your life, what is missing in your life as well, which is always ever so important. So now, my gorgeous Capricornius, I'm just going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Let's just see, my gorgeous Capricornius. I'm just going to shuffle these tarot cards, and I'm going to see what is going to be a tarot card of the week. Very, very important indeed. Well, there you go. You see this, my gorgeous Capricornius. This is what I need you to understand, that, you know, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your nutrition, someone is going to point out something at you when it comes to this week, when it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being, when it comes to your nutrition. Somebody is going to point something at you, something that you should be doing or something that you shouldn't be doing. I suggest you to take this very, very seriously, okay, because this in itself, it's really happening for a reason. Whatever is suggested to you to do or not to do, it's going to play more important role than you can possibly imagine when it comes to you starting this process of healing, which is almost instantly going to heal, you know, an aspect of yourself that would normally take absolute ages to heal. And it's all about you. It's all about your mind. It's all about your power. It's all about your spirit. You know how seriously you are going to take this. I really hope you're going to see this reading on time, because you're going to find this extremely beneficial.